Yes, we are back. Sorry about that, everybody. Chaos struck, and we ultimately what happened was I was switching back and forth between the windows, and I accidentally hit the stop broadcast button, which is very inconveniently located. And there really should be like a double thing that makes you say, "Are you sure you want to stop the broadcast?" That I just hit stop broadcast. Boom, it was over. Cass was just telling me that she feels like I look like a dentist when I do this. Why, Cass? Why do I look like a dentist?
You're like right there, and then you've got all this paraphernalia in front of you. If you put a
Yeah,
mask on,
I put a mask on. Boom.
yeah, there's no eye contact really. It's just.
I try for the eye contact, Cass.
Wait, have we ever had a dentist on Survivor?
Yes, Dr. Carl Balancione in Survivor Africa, Cass. You're
He
disappointing
must
me.
have been. Was he pre-merge?
Yes, he was, sadly.
So,
he was a healer. He was a healer before his time, Cass.
Yeah, not dateable. Don't care.
Cass, don't talk about that tonight.
I won't. I just wanted to throw that out.
A moment of silence for that. Yes. Let's take some more questions with Chaos Cass in her element tonight. Patrick says, did it seem like the healers didn't panic when they were behind during the challenge? I love their calmness. What do you think, Cass? The healers, did you like how calm they were? Oh, no.
The one on the show? I didn't really notice because I was just kind of trying to look at the puzzle. This is one of my problems when there's a puzzle on a challenge. I'm just looking at it thinking I could kick everyone's butt.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, sorry, my ego gets in there when there's a puzzle like this and it's coming down to it.
Yeah. Xavier Law says, was this the first idol in a while that you could find without a clue? So have to go back a couple of seasons. So obviously in Second Chances, you needed to find the clue to know about them in the challenges. Well, no, Ty found was finding idols left and right last season. I will say, good job by Cole to chop the idol clue off the tree after they had found the idol. That was good work.
I did have a note about that was smart of him as a wilderness guide to like leave no trace.
Yes. Although I think that I would be very suspicious if I saw that on the tree.
But honestly, who in a new player season is going to not notice that?
Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean, we're dealing with a new player season, so it's a totally different.
Yeah.
Are we losing our connection?
Yeah, it's been a little spotty for since we came back on here, Cass. So we'll fight through it. Okay. Fred says last week you said being a mom is the hardest role to be on Survivor. Can you talk about your experience with that? Also, please play again, Cass.
Survivor again? No,
that's it. You're done. You're hanging it up.
Well, I mean, I do tentatively have a villains alliance.
Yes. Okay.
Our plan is to vote each other out as quickly as possible, so we have a great, vacation on CBS.
So you have organized a trip with a bunch of your friends, and the plan is to vote each other out as soon as possible, so you could go on this trip.
Yeah, because why not? Why sit out there and suffer that long? So my plan, should I return, is to be the first out and to cost CBS the most money by having the greatest time on the pre-jury.
So you're going to spend all of CBS's money on some sort of pre-jury trip.
I'm going to spend so much money that like CSI will be canceled.
I think it already is, Cass.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
don't
watch
CBS. A little late on that.
Maybe I'll take away the budget for Big Brother since they're doing so many stupid things.
Yeah. Okay. Cass, I have a question that somebody on Twitter DM'd me a question today for you. And this is from Corey, who wants to know, Cass, if there was one thing you could have done differently on your seasons, what would it have been? Is there a decision that keeps you up at night? Can't wait to see you on Heroes versus Villains too.
If there was one thing I could have done differently on my seasons,
you're not going to give me a real answer.
I know. I mean, like maybe worn a full bikini to horrify people
Yeah.
instead of a tankini. I mean, that's a tough question for a,
Yeah.
a quick
I feel like
answer.
even if there was something that kept you up at night in terms, I feel like you wouldn't say.
Well, my first season, I honestly think I left it all out there. My second season, the one thing I should have done, and the only thing that keeps me up at night is when we were selected for second chances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big T-Bird fan.
Yes.
And I wish in that moment when I was selected and I knew that T-Bird didn't make it, because I thought T-Bird was going to make it, but it was very quick, that I would have said, just to shock Jeff and to give myself a better second chance when I actually do return,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have just said, take my spot.
Wow.
That is the one thing that bugs me, honestly, because I was with too many people I'd played with before. And I always thought, like, man, if I would have just said, take T-Bird in my spot, but it all happened very quickly.
I wonder what they would have done. So you're on stage and you say, you know what, Jeff, I can't do it. T-Bird needs to go. Does he say, okay, or is it, no, you're going. America voted you in. You're going. We're not changing it up.
It would have been a great coup because Jeff sucks at live TV. And
Kass, come on. Come on. Do I have to hang up on you again?
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it would have like flabbergasted him. And I mean, I just, in my mind, I knew I wouldn't win second chances anyway. So it would have been a great thing. And I honestly thought she was going to make it. I even said, I think she'll win if she makes it pre-game.
Yeah.
So like, I always think that, and I feel like she's never going to get another shot. So I feel bad for that because it's such an integral part of her life for so many years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some people live by that.
Even though you don't remember her tribe mate, Dr. Carl Balancione.
I don't, but I remember the beans.
Yes. Well, that was the other tribe. Okay.
Right. But Africa, like Ethan said, it's a forgettable season, right?
Some of it is. Some of it is. Then people want to know, Ryan and Allie, who's calling the shots more on the Hustler Tribe, Kass?
I think Ryan thinks he is, but I think Allie really is.
Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see. And I think that Devin is a little bit more of a stakeholder than the show has let on as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So Kass, that you said before we came on tonight that Ethan has had his name used for many different parents over the years who named their kids Ethan. You wanted to let me know that actually the name Kass has actually spiked in popularity according to people that have reached out to you on social media since you've played on Survivor.
I think there are an exorbitant amount of people naming their female dogs Kass.
Is that true?
First appearance.
Is that really true, or are you making that up?
I don't know. You better get a fact checker on it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We need to find the
No, I don't. I made it up. I was listening to it and I thought.
Okay. That was fake.
What, you believed that?
I did believe it. Next, you're going to tell me that your exchange student story is fake also.
No, I think we really can't find her right now. So
yes, but you really have an exchange student, Kass?
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Did the parents of the exchange student screen Survivor Cagayan before they sent an exchange student to your house?
I do not believe that was not a question on the application. Have you ever been a villain on a reality show? So I did not answer. They did discover it, and ironically, she's from Spain. FaceTime before she was coming. In the Spanish version of Survivor, the challenge I won on Survivor was the challenge for that week, and that was the first week they ever watched it.
Oh wow!
And for some reason, they had found some clip on YouTube or something of my immunity win, and then they turned on Survivor and saw that very challenge.
So they knew.
So they were just
sending the exchange student to a Survivor's house.
Yeah, but I mean, she's a typical 15-year-old. She doesn't care if it, like, I keep doing this. I walk around her like this.
What is that for the people that are listening to the podcast?
Around her in a circle with a little ball in my hand and say, "This is the world revolving around you," because this is what teenagers think, right?
Yeah.
So these people can give, 0 of whatever you want to say about me being on Survivor. That's the reality of having been on Survivor.
Yeah, teenagers don't care.
Nobody really cares.
Nobody cares. Okay. Let me see. This is from Stacked in FL. What do you hope will happen if Chrissy tries to fake out Ryan with the immunity idol that he secretly gave her? Are you hoping to see Chrissy try to use the idol that Ryan gave her as a fake idol, Ryan knowing it will be a fake?
Well, I'm hoping they'll get together and work together. I hope she doesn't try to use it against him, because that would just be silly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's smarter than that. I like that she said she was going to use it down the road. So I don't know when that will become appropriate for her, but I hope it does. Okay. I'd like to see her go far. I mean, I just didn't like that tonight when her and Ben said they were in the driver's seat. That always just means you're going to get
that one line.
I just think those lines, it's always foreboding, right? Like, you're in control. I got this on lockdown. We're 6 days in. Don't say that.
Yeah. I mean,
there's 18 people.
It wasn't great for Missy.
Get in the back seat and let me drive.
Yeah. So maybe you're onto something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she did break her gas pedal foot. So.
All right, Kass, a lot of fun stuff coming up, including tomorrow night when we're going to be at the Hollywood Improv to play the match game. Kass, are you up for a quick round of the match game with me before we log off for real tonight?
Now, what is the match game?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a question, and the question has a blank in it. I will write down my answer, and you need to match with the answer that I write on this card. Okay?
Okay, let's do it.
It's a Survivor-related question. Here we go, Kass. Okay. Here's the question. Andrew Savage has a new plan for the hidden immunity idol. When he plays again, this time he's hiding the idol in his blank. Okay, don't say it yet. Hold on. Bump, 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 bump. Do you have any idea what's going on right now, Kass? You following what we're doing here with this exercise? Okay, I have an answer.
Don't underestimate me, Rob.
Okay, good. I have an answer on this card, Kass.
Is this like Cards Against Humanity, like the best answer wins, or am I supposed to guess what you guess?
You have to guess what I wrote on the card. Okay. All right, Kass. Andrew Savage has a new plan for the hidden immunity idol. When he plays again, this time he's hiding it in his blank.
I said his Yahoo shares of stock.
Yahoo.
Because they are in the toilet. And that would be a great place to hide them because nobody wants them.
All right. Sorry, Kass. I said beanie.
Yeah.
Not a match.
I win.
That's not
okay, next one. I get it now. Now I get it. I was thinking whoever was the best, but I'm now seeing it's whoever. I got it.
All right. We're gonna play more match game on the show on the live show Thursday night at the Hollywood Improv. If you want to be there in person, Rob has a website.com/match game. There will be tickets at the door, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a sellout or not. If you want to make sure you have a ticket, Rob has a website.com/match game. Kass, we got a lot of stuff coming up here on the podcast. Of course, Josh Wigler was a guest on the Taryn show. Of course, that is our long-form interview podcast. Kass, would you ever do a long-form interview about your life?
I don't know that it requires a long form.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, what?
No, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And this is that's I said to Sky I did not want a picture of the eye tattoo, but here it is on News AF. Yes. If you check out what's going on there, people are getting eye tattoos, Kass. It's gross.
Yeah, I only have one good eye, so I wouldn't compromise any of my vision.
Don't do it.
That sounds horrible. Have Tony and Joe heard about this? Because they got the whole shoulder chest thing going.
Yeah, those tattoos are way better than an eyeball tattoo. Trust me on that.
You're most likely to get an eye tattoo. Go.
What, the survivor most likely to get an eyeball tattoo?
Yeah.
Boy.
Cat Ederson does not count. End it with a giggle. Start it with a giggle.
Boy. I don't know. Who has the most tattoos? Zane from Survivor Philippines. Most likely to get an eyeball tattoo.
Where is Zane?
I don't know. I haven't seen him recently. Tomorrow.
Come on, know-it-alls.
So yeah, we'll get him to be the third know-it-all next week. Survivor second exit interview of the season coming up on tomorrow. I'll talk with Simone and hear what she has to say. Very excited about that. And then Stephen Fishback will join me tomorrow, and we will get the insight from everything that he saw for this episode. We'll find out who won the fishy and much more. If you want to send in questions, long-form questions to the show, you can email survivor@RHAP.com. Every week when we do the show, we'll take your questions for Steven. And then, of course, we've got the Survivor voicemails coming up with Akiva Winokur and Kass. I'm very excited. I have an announcement about that show. We are planning a mini hot take-off for the voicemail podcast with Akiva. If you have your hot takes, you can email hottake@robhasawebsite.com. We'll be reading off some of your hottest takes on the mini hot takeoff coming up on the voicemail show. Hot take at robhasawebsite.com. Kass, do you have a Survivor hot take you want to give us?
Yeah, I'm giving the first ever birdie.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Who gets it? Who gets it?
Stephen Fishbach. The bird
Why?
eats the fish.
Why does he get it?
Because he didn't show up today. And it was a birthday podcast. I mean, there's so many references.
Yes. Okay. So congratulations to Stephen Fishback.
I don't know. What would be the meaning behind a birdie? I was wondering that.
I think it'd be maybe the person you're the most mad at. If there's somebody you're angry with.
It's my exchange student tonight. She gets the birdie because she's still missing, and it's 9:24 p.m.
Okay. All right. Well, in all seriousness, I hope everything is okay with that, Kass. That I don't like to see you concerned and worried.
I'm not that concerned, but
yeah, I'm sure it'll work.
Maybe I shouldn't do live shows.
No, I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Kass, also, did you follow Big Brother 19 this season?
I watched the majority of it.
Yes.
I'm sure, I don't believe in these returning players with...
You don't like it?
With the new players, so I was very pleased. Everyone felt a moment of joy, right?
Yeah.
Like, Paul's face was just priceless. It was a MasterCard moment.
Yeah, Kass, I did my interviews with the Big Brother 19 cast members. We just posted a video on our RHAP episodes series of behind the scenes at the Big Brother finale for the Rob as a Podcast patrons. You could check that out in the RHAP episodes feed. And for more information on all that, go to robhasawebsite.com/patron. Kass, great job tonight. I'm so sorry about the start and stop with the show earlier tonight.
I'm sure you can talk to Dr. Mike about that.
Yes, I apologize about that. My premature evacuation from the show.
Yes.
Okay, well, I will have that looked at. I promise that has never happened to me before, Kass.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is devolving quickly.
Yes, okay. Kass, what's the hashtag tonight? People want Dollar Store Tony.
Whatever the people want. I'm
okay.
So whatever the people want.
Hashtag Dollar Store Tony. Kass, will you be tweeting anything else soon and then deleting it?
We're like breaking up, so.
Okay. All right. That is what she said. Okay. Well, Kass, let me just thank you for all of your outstanding work here tonight, filling in for Steven. I know it's not easy to jump in here. We're dealing with a few different issues. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. You could follow Kass on Twitter at Kass McQuillen. Kass, is there anything else that you want to say?
No, thanks for having me. And I hope this is a good season. I hope one of my people wins.
Okay. All right. We will be back with our exit interview tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.